Listen, I'm so modest, I can admit my
Family.
I don't realize how great I really am.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday. This song gets me pumped up. It's called, I don't know if y'all can see that. It's called Sean Brown, the greatest. Hey guys. We got a good show today. It's Monday. Happy Revenue Day.
Because this is how we do it. Should I do some chest pounding? Yeah, baby.
Scares people.
Guys, get excited about your life, man. If you're not waking up like this every day, I don't know what you're doing. Time to pull it back in. We are here to get in your head, to call you out, to say step up, step up, step up. You're worth more. You can do more. Here we go. We're about to 10x this week. Week 4. Here we go.
I don't think they can handle it. You think they can handle it?
Oh, they can handle it.
They can. I think y'all can handle it. Let's go.
Alive and well, baby. Alive and well. Here we go.
Actually, I did. I got my new Bubba Cup, hot pink. Hello, and I got my E-Shot in there.
Oh,
Liquid fuel,
hail the
liquid
Bubba
fuel.
Cup.
So in my liquid fuel, I've got greens, I've got fruits, I've got Cleanse for Life, I got Ionic Supreme, and I did a full shot, a full E-Shot in there. It's got everything in there.
This is no E-Shots right here. No E-Shots. This is straight coffee. I love my coffee. I love my coffee. Yeah.
Good. If you like my Facebook post, steal them. Don't share.
No sharing, people.
No sharing is allowed.
Robin Hood's in the house. Let's go. Okay, so this is going to be a big day because we are pulling it together. We are on the final week, just about of our Periscope training, but we want to make sure that we deliver everything to you, that you guys get it all. So we're kind of scheduling it out. There's going to be a lot of repeats, but mastering the basics is what it's all about.
So if you've never joined us on Periscope, welcome. We're intense. We can be really intense, but we've got some pretty good information for everybody today. My name is Lynette.
And my name is Paul.
This is Paul. So
Yes,
we are industry trainers, we're holistic health coaches. We're on episode 83, and we've made a promise to everyone on Periscope that we're going to be with you for 90 days. So we've started way back in June, and we started with what's called the 2-week turnaround. Then we went into what's called the Rule of 5, because we knew that we were going to go into the 90-day game plan at Celebration. And if you're not in our company, Celebration is our flagship event. But if you're not with our company, that's okay. Stay with us because the information that we give you is pretty benign and basic for anyone in this industry. And that even includes business, traditional businesses, and network marketing businesses. Paul and I have been in the network marketing industry for 17, almost 18 months now.
We're babies.
We're babies, but
We're babies.
We've been taught by the best. Jill Bowman has taught us everything that we know, and we're just taking little bits and pieces from other leaders that have helped us along our own journey, and we're packaging it up into a nice little gift, presenting it to you, and we're noticing massive shifts from everyone out there. Even Linda,
rocking it.
rank advanced to 3-star
Good job,
executive.
Linda. Yeah.
Congratulations, it's so well deserved. It's a big servant's heart.
Way to go.
We can't stay. I wish we could, but we can't. Periscope takes
Guys.
a lot of energy and takes a lot of our time. And because we're in the 90-day game plan, we've got work to do.
We are 10x and everything just the same as you guys.
You know, it may be a wonky connection. It is raining here in Phoenix, and that might be why. So catch us on the replay. We are so sorry. But with that reminder, if you've never been on Periscope, it is just a wonky platform in general. So find us on Twitter. You may want to just log off on your mobile app. Go over on your computer or your laptop and find us on Twitter. Find Global Executives on Twitter, and there will be a direct Periscope link because Twitter owns Periscope.
Yes.
So, I don't even know where my 10X book is.
It's behind that one.
It's behind where? Oh, here it is. Oh, there it is. So if many of you don't know what we've been talking about, Paul and I always suggest getting this book, especially during the 90-day game plan. It is called The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone.
Guys,
We've been talking about it for...
It's changed the way we think about our life. It's changed the way we think about our business, how we interact with people, what we expect from ourselves. I mean, this stuff is like pure motivation that's going to get to your core, get to your soul, and wake you up. and you're not going to know who's in the mirror anymore. You're going to be like, wow, where did this person come from? I've been sleeping my whole life, and finally I'm awake.
Talk about awakening the giant within. So, guys, if you do not have your 90-day game plan, if you're in my company, we're in week 4, and if you notice, because those that are on Periscope, we haven't gone through the downhill, but you'll see people on your team, they're going,
they slow down a little bit. They lose focus. They're getting distracted, right?
Yeah, not us.
Not us. We don't play that game.
Now, Paul and I, if you haven't seen it or heard it yet, we have our brand new Isogenics podcast that just came out today.
Yeah.
Kind of weird
Guys,
to hear ourselves on the podcast. But the great thing about it is that you guys on Periscope actually get the tangible, nitty-gritty stuff.
Well, let me just clear this up here. The only time we have, what is today's episode 83, so we have essentially 83 hours of information that we've been giving to you over and over and over again, layering it. We had about 30 minutes to give a general overview of what we do and how we do it. So, if you want to check out that podcast, cool.
I mean, I'll be honest,
but you guys
with
are getting like the fine, refined stuff.
I'll be honest with the guys on Periscope. You don't have to listen to it. It's actually 30 minutes of wasting your time because we get so general. No, I'm being serious. Use your time wisely. If you're going to spend 30 minutes, then use it on your product page and start pouring love into your team, because everything that we're giving to you on Periscope, this is the stuff you need to hear. But on the podcast, it's very general. You may want to.
We had to be general.
We had to be general. But if you want to share that podcast with your team so they can get kind of a better idea, do that. But there's no reason for you to listen to it if you're listening to us on Periscope, okay? I'm just being honest. Because it was just too general.
Yeah.
It was too general. But it was a good podcast, though.
Someone's asking, do we both work out at the Golden and Elliott? Yeah, we have. We do. We bounce back and forth for a couple gyms. But yeah, so small world. But yeah, guys, we have been pouring this information into your brains for the last 83 or 82 episodes rather. But on the podcast, we had to get really general because we had to kind of go over the super basics for people that are doing it old school. They have no idea how to build with social media. We needed to kind of give the very general outline on how that works. And that'll get people asking questions, which is good, because if they're part of your team and they're not familiar with this stuff, then they're going to say, okay, what is this about? What is it about? How does this work? Well, you guys already know because you've heard it. If you're new, you're going to hear it all this week. So,
and wasn't yesterday's broadcast amazing? Paul and I went literally A through Z, how you can make a multiple 6-figure, 7-figure income. We gave everything to you. Full blueprint, we call a table of contents, full-blown everything from A to Z, how you can build a massive organization. But this weekend, for the remaining broadcasts, we're going to get a little bit more fine detailed about that huge blueprint that we did yesterday. That was just a general overview, so you can get kind of compartmentalized and organized in your mind, because that's just how I work. That's how I teach. I've been a student all my life, and I've heard many professors, and so I've learned how to teach a little bit better by listening to so many professors. And so I was kind of pick up little tips and tricks. That's why I repeat myself a lot, but I know that it helps you when you're trying to learn, because remember, there's 3 ways to learn: auditory, visual, and kinesthetic. And the best thing that Paul and I found is that people are really learning better on Periscope, because it actually you can learn better with those 3 ways.
Yeah, we talked about something on that podcast we put out called time compression, and the reason that our commitment was to do 90 days straight, or as straight as possible. We had a few breaks in there because of celebration and stuff, but the reason we decided to do that is so we can take nearly almost 2 years worth of information of weekly team calls, weekly business calls, and compress it down into 90 days. That's just about 2 years worth of information on a weekly scenario. So when you're thinking about what does it really take to build this business, well, it takes a certain amount of effort and a certain amount of time for those efforts. Now, the time is flexible. The effort is not. The effort has to be there. You have to put in so many conversations. You have to put in so much time developing yourself to get the result that you're looking for.
You can't get away from this.
But the time, you can compress that time by learning the techniques, by learning the tactics and strategies that we're talking about. You can compress the time by doing it more often. and you don't have to space it out over a week's time or over a month's time or over a year time. You can have 1,000 conversations within a week if you're that committed. For most people, that's kind of difficult. For some, they're on fire and they'll do that. But the time is only based on what you can put in, and of course, that's up to you. Now, some people will tell us, as we're giving a lot of information, some people will tell us, well, I don't know where you guys find the time to post all day on Facebook. I don't know where you guys find the time to go out there and talk to people face to face. I don't know where you find the time to constantly train your team on your business pages and things like that. Guys, guess what? We don't find time. We make it. We make it. Yeah. When I had a full-time job and she was in school for 20 hours a day studying too, we made time to do this because we knew if we didn't make time to do this, nothing would change. We would try to find the time to fit this in our life, and it would never happen because nobody has any extra time. It's not going to all of a sudden your schedule's going to clear up and now I have 10 hours a week where I can fit this in my schedule. You have to make it. You have to schedule everything around this, not the other way around. Guys, so it's just a different mindset. We're taking you from the employee mindset to the entrepreneur mindset, and that's number one. You have to make time for things that are a priority. You have to make time for things that you want to come to fruition.
So if you read this, right, this is from Cindy Hedges, right? Life is not going to stop for you to build this business. There's never going to be a perfect time to start. That's what Paul is trying to say. So everybody is getting ready to get ready. Just dive in, do what you can, and do the best that you can. But I want to stress this, that the information that Paul and I are giving you will make you, it will make you a multiple 6-figure or 7-figure income. So don't take the information lightly. Take this seriously because those that have been with us on Periscope, if you're brand new, you haven't heard this speech yet. Those that have been following us on Periscope, their businesses are moving. Their businesses is shifting now.
I hit 2-star last night because of you. Awesome. Awesome. We are so happy to see that. That's why we're doing it.
We're going to get into training, but today's episode is really about filling in the gaps. So leaders, I really need you to hone in on this because the reason our business isn't growing as fast enough is because we're not forcing certain things to happen, and we're going to teach you how to do this. It's going to get a little uncomfortable, but we've got to do it. There's certain things that are missing in our businesses that we have to fill in the gaps, and I'm guilty of this too. That's why I'm saying this. So that's why we're going to do this together. Paul and I are going to be in the trenches with you together. So I'm going to bust out this whiteboard. Everybody knows it's the infamous whiteboard, but that's how I learn. I have to see it visually, and I know many of you are also visual learners. It helps so you can kind of compartmentalize, organize what you need to do, and attack this week. Because if you have your 90-day game plan, I need you to turn to page, is it 64?
65. Week 4, 65, next steps.
If you don't have your 90-day game plan, just write on a piece of scratch paper real quick that you need to turn to page 65. But look at week 4 goal, right? We're lending a hand to someone who needs our help, who needs our support. It works perfectly with what we're talking about today, filling in the gaps. We need to start reaching down into our organization and help these orphans. We have too many orphans in our organization. We have too many people who don't even know who we are as the leaders, and we need to connect with them. We can't wait for them to connect with us because I'll be honest with you, not very many people even know who we are. So if you were an executive, even a manager or above, I know you have an organization, but there are people in your downline that don't even know who you are. So we're going to have to get a little uncomfortable, and we're going to have to make the time, fill in the gaps, reach down and start introducing ourselves because this is going to shift our business. We got to reach down to these people because they need help.
Guys, okay? This business for a long-term residual income is not about building a massive front line. It's about building a deep, solid, rooted team. In order to do that,
so deep that nothing can shake your business.
Yeah, in order to do that, this is the way you have to do it. See, when we're thinking about this business, a lot of people get into this business and they're like, now I have a business. Now I don't know what to do because I've never been a business owner. I don't know what that means. Well, when you're a business owner, there are things that land on you. Now, thankfully, in our industry, accounting doesn't land on us. Product tools don't land on us. Product development doesn't land on us. R&D doesn't land on us. We don't have to worry about any of that, but what does land on us is a responsibility to connect with the teammates that are on our team so that they're aware of the opportunity in the most developed way. They're aware of the fact that they have a team from day one, and you are right there beside them. Whether they take the opportunity or not, that's up to them. But at least you did your job. At least you were there letting them know, this is what we do, this is how we do it, and I want to get you to your goal as fast as possible.
I also want you leaders to really listen up, because remember when Paul and I talked about, I think it was yesterday, it was yesterday. It takes anywhere from 4 to 18 exposures.
This is brilliant. We talked about this morning. 4
to 18 exposures before somebody says yes regarding your product, regarding whatever it is that you are offering. It's the same thing with the business. Your business associates will take anywhere from 4 to 18 exposures of something before they go, oh, I'm supposed to go to isogenicsbusiness.com? Oh, I'm supposed to be watching You Plus Two, Them Plus Two? Oh, I'm supposed to go to events? Yeah, yes, it takes anywhere from 4 to 18 exposures. So that's why in the rule of 5, the 5th rule is you need to be teaching about the business, but
every
just
day.
Sound like a broken record, because there is no other record you should be playing. Just keep repeating it over and over until your team goes, oh, I get it now. Okay, it's really important. So let me get this board out, because we're also going to be talking about the 2-week turnaround, filling in the gaps. And I'm going to give you a couple of tips of how you can brand yourself and kick it up a notch. Even though last week we talked about utilizing videos, I'm going to give you a couple new things also that you can add into your branding. That's going to help a whole lot. If you're brand new, you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay. Just grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, and just write as much notes as you can. Now, Paul and I want to give you a general overview. We have what's called the success key. And on the success key, there's little notches on the key. Paul and I actually name each of those notches, and once you can master those notches, it'll unlock the door to success.
Yeah, the key is complete, and you have the key to opening that door to success.
So today's notch, if you will, is called the 2-week turnaround. And we're going to go over the 2-week turnaround, but we're going to be filling in the gaps because it's still a little bit of a general overview. It will shift your business over the next 2 weeks if you have never done this before. And also, if you've done the 2-week turnaround, Paul and I always talk about you never stop doing it. You keep doing it. But I'm going to give you a couple extra tips on the branding part. I'm going to go into really quickly about what's called the dip theory. And then I'm going to have you post a specific post that will engage in more dialogue, because as Paul and I always teach, you have to manipulate the Facebook algorithm in order for people to see you, especially your non-business friends, because you need to manipulate Facebook to your favor. And the only way you can do that is through dialogue, commenting back and forth, much likes and commenting and likes, and it stays in the news feed longer, which increases your exposure of the post.
Yep.
Okay?
So let's get to
All right,
it.
let's get to work really quickly.
Guys,
Go this quick.
guys, I came across a really great quote, and I like to share them with you. You know that. So today's quote is by, I don't know if I'm gonna say his name right, but he's a professional basketball player. His name is Damian Lillard, or something like that. Anyway, he says, if you want to look good in front of thousands, you have to outwork thousands in front of nobody. You know, that's the kind of mindset that we want you to approach this week with. Oh, our cat's talking to us. Hi.
Can you hear her? Oh my God.
So the whole point is that when you're in the trenches and it's just you, you can't forget that that's how success is built. That's how we grow massive empires. That's how it's really done. Is not the accolades and the massive amounts of people and the big team. It's just done one at a time, and it starts with you. So, you know, it's just a little bit of motivation. I like to throw out those quotes once in a while, but we're going to get right into training, and I think Tilly's here to help us. So.
Okay. We need to fill in the gaps, right? We're going into week 4. This TWT just stands for 2-week turnaround, and we can't forget to not do the 2-week turnaround. This is an everyday thing. We can't forget it. Every day we're doing the 2-week turnaround. Every day we're doing the 2-week turnaround.
The reason we called it the 2-week turnaround initially is to give people a time frame and an understanding that do this for 2 weeks and start to see your business shift. Now, this is something we do every day. We repeat the 2-week turnaround every day, and if you repeat it up near close to 5 times, you'll create a habit. And that's about 66 days is when new habits are formed and developed in ways where it would be weird not to do it, or it'd be so easy to do it without thinking. So initially, the 2-week turnaround was named after just the time frame that most people can handle. So guys, focus on that, and we're going to repeat that in 10X it.
Now I'm going to talk fast, so write notes fast if you're brand new. People that have heard this can just kind of just review, make sure that you're hitting these high points, and then I'm going to go into how you can increase this and kind of tweak your 2-week turnaround, because I know that you're branding yourself successfully, but that is the whole name of the game. Paul and I do not do and teach old school methods. We teach new 2.0 methods, and we utilize Facebook, so please get off Instagram. Please get off Instagram.
So you're asking what's the 2-week turnaround? We're going into it right now.
TWT is a 2-week turnaround. Start taking notes. Here we go. In the 2-week turnaround, in order for you to shift your business, you're going to do these things every single day. It is monotonous. It is boring. You'll get a hand cramp, and you're not going to like us very much, but I promise your business will shift.
Guys, these are 5 habits we want to create in our daily life.
This is something you'll also be duplicating and teaching your team, because it is that duplicatable and that simple. Part of the 2-week turnaround, number 1, is adding value. You will always add value to people's lives, and you'll never stop. That includes when you meet someone out and about, you will begin complimenting and then asking a question. Or if you're on Facebook and you just want to wish somebody a happy birthday, or if you're in your product page and you want to congratulate somebody rank advanced, and you want to make sure that you stop and say, congratulations, so well deserved. You are always adding value to people's lives, and this includes non-business related congratulatory messages and business related. Always be adding value to people's lives. That's the first one. Number 2
is all about developing yourself. It's reading. Guys, don't overlook this. This is one of the big ones. Your business will only grow to the degree that you grow, and it starts with reading. I'm not talking about watching YouTube videos. I'm not talking about listening to podcasts. Those are all important as well. However, the main way to grow your mind and in turn grow your business is reading. Reading is by far the single greatest thing you could ever do to develop yourself as a person and develop yourself as a business owner, entrepreneur, mindset, forward-thinking individual who is ready to take on the world.
But reading is not just something that we're saying. Paul and I always teach energy first and mechanics second. It's not just so much reading the book, because we don't read books, we use books.
Guys, this is a key distinction. Don't worry about reading every single word. You want to use it, take the information, and run with it.
Paul and I teach how to power read, so you don't have to spend an entire month reading one book. We can literally teach you how to read a book in 20 minutes. Just grab the high points of each book. The more books you read, the more high points and highlighted information you'll grab from these books, and the
more you'll be developed, the more you can apply to your life.
If you're one of those people that love to read, that's okay, but I'm talking people who don't like to read, then power read, speed read, or photo read. You know, I've got the Go Giver, the Compound Effect that I've read, Motivation Manifesto, and of course the 10X Rule. Just read. Get into the habit of reading, because when you read, you begin to absorb the energy of the author subconsciously.
Repeat that.
You begin to absorb the energy of the author subconsciously. That's why we tell you to read. It's not just for the hell of it. Leaders are readers. You cannot not read. Okay?
Guys, you can literally absorb the energy of this author. He's made over hundreds of millions of dollars, and you get to take his information and run with it. I don't read a book, and I don't try to pull out the ideas of a book based on the value of the book. I try to pull those ideas out so that we can make $1 million a year. I'm looking for those key ideas that are going to shift me in such a dramatic way that we can just skyrocket our results.
Yep.
The important thing is that you do it consistently. When we're talking about the 2-week turnaround, read every single day. We've talked about photo reading. We've talked about power reading. That's why we do it, so we can absorb more information. We can download more information faster into our brains and become a more well-rounded, well-developed individual to create a massive business. This is why we do it. That's it.
So if you want to become a 6-figure or 7-figure earner, you must read. It's just the name of the game. You're not going to find one 6-figure or 7-figure high earner in this business that does not read.
Yep.
You have to read.
Yeah.
So again, with the 2-week turnaround, you will always be adding value to people's lives. You will always read every single day. Whether it's just 1 page, 20 pages, 1 chapter, it makes no difference. Just schedule time to read. And if you want to do audiobooks, do that too.
Number 3.
Number 3.
This is the biggie.
You're going to be branding yourself every single day 5 ways. You're going to be branding yourself 5 different ways every single day. And I know it's making some of you nervous, especially if you've never heard Paul and I, but those that have watched us and do it have increased their business. Based on the new Facebook algorithm, doing the 10-4-1 rule that's in our 90-day game plan is not enough anymore.
It's not enough.
It's not enough, and it doesn't work. You have to manipulate the Facebook algorithm, and branding yourself 5 times a day is actually the minimum. The minimum. When we want to 10x everything, you're going to be blasting and posting like a mother.
Now people are freaking out. Okay, now I'm going to annoy my friends and blah blah blah.
And don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that. We'll cover exactly why that's the case on a separate episode with Facebook algorithm. We will cover that, but just trust us for now. Now we're not talking about the branding or the posting that you do about your kitchen remodel or your kids soccer game or all those things. You're going to continue to post things like that. However, you will add an additional 5 posts specifically for your business. Okay.
So you continue to be a human being. Be normal. Don't be weird. Okay.
Rule 1.
I want you to keep your own personal Facebook page. I don't want you to open up a brand new one and blast your company's name and only that. I never even want you to say the company's name. It's really important that you do that, that you don't do that. But with the additional 5 branding, and I know some of you are nervous, you're like, 5 posts a day, really, Lynette? I'm going to annoy people, but
Guys,
I promise, look, if you're friends with me, I want you to go to my Facebook page and just scroll through and see if you've even seen them. Or go to your best friend, or go to your sister's page, or go to someone else's page, and I guarantee you, if you scroll through their posts, you haven't seen half of them. It's just the way the Facebook algorithm works. Yes, there are certain times of the day that are better, so you can use Buffer or Hootsuite, but we'll get into that in a moment. But for right now, I just need you to write down 5 different ways you must brand yourself every single day over the next 2 weeks. The first one, a health quote. The second one, a money or wealth quote, whatever that looks like for you. A body transformation picture. Could be your own, someone on your team, or someone within the company.
Now this relates to what we do in our company, so some people are in different companies.
The next one is a lifestyle quote. In our case, in our company, we represent health and wellness, so I'm going to do a lifestyle quote. Maybe I'm at an organic restaurant.
A lifestyle post. It doesn't have to be a quote. It's not a quote.
I'm sorry, a lifestyle post. I'm sorry. I like to check in at the gym, take a picture while I'm eating an organic meal, or maybe I am running, or maybe I'm at the gym. Something that just shows that you're living a more healthy lifestyle. And then the last one is you're going to be posting about one product. So let's repeat that.
Where?
I'm talking about.
Okay.
You're going to be branding yourself 5 different ways. The first 4 will be on your personal profile page. And then the last one will be in your product page. The first one will be a wealth quote. Second will be a wealth quote, a health quote, body transformation picture without using your company's name. The fourth one will be a lifestyle post. And the last one will be posting about one product in your product page. Now here's where we're going to kind of do a little twist, because if you've done these things, I want you to kick it up a notch. And I want you to add 2 separate posts this week. I want you to add 2 separate posts this week. One of them is called the dip theory. Some people know what the dip theory is. And some of you may not know what the dip theory is, and it's based on Lisa Nichols, in which Paul and I attended the Amplified Leadership Training in June out in Las Vegas. And it's just a power post that you will do every 2 to 3 weeks. You don't want to do a dip theory kind of post all the time because you'll lose the effectiveness. But if you've not done a dip theory post, I want you to do one this week. It's very powerful. The dip theory post is really just talks about something in your life that brought you really low in your life. But now, you don't want to leave your audience down here. Never leave your audience down here because it makes them feel ugh and yucky. They want to see and root you on, so make sure you take them back out. And I'll give you an example. Several weeks ago, I did one regarding Christmas because this time last year, Christmas 2014, I had no money. I couldn't even afford anything for my son, not even one gift. We were totally broke, but we were building this business. We could see things happening in our business, but the money wasn't coming in just yet. Residual income hadn't kicked in just yet. So I did a dip theory post, a power post about where I was Christmas 2014. I had $0 and couldn't even afford a gift for my teenage son. But because of what this company has done for me, right? I was able to turn everything around and take it back out. And now for Christmas 2015, I will be able to have the most glorious Christmas ever and to be able to give the way I've always wanted to give. And this can be really about, the dip theory can be something about financial if you want it to be. It could also be health related. Maybe your health was really down low and you couldn't even imagine where your life would be. Maybe you thought you were really going to die, or maybe you just couldn't, you had no hope. But this company, these products, brought you back out and gave you hope again. So the whole idea with the dip theory is, and I don't want to make it super long, but it can be a little bit lengthy because you want to give lots of detail. But please take your audience to your lowest point, but bring them back out. That is what's called the power post. Another post that I want you to do that is super helpful. Warren Lance, when it was a couple weeks ago, we had a great training with Warren Lance, and he actually talked about this as well. So I know this works.
This is good. Well, we know it works.
I want you, if you really want to build this business strong, I want you to really start trying to find and connect with other network marketers. I want you to find other network marketers. They get it. They get the vision. They see how this business really can change someone's life. But I don't want you to find another network marketer in regards to flipping them. I want you just to go out and connect with another network marketer, because let's just be honest, network marketing companies have phenomenal products. Network marketing companies have phenomenal products, and I don't care what network marketing company there are. Many of them have really phenomenal products. So there was a couple times, yes, this will be on your personal page, of course. I'm going to remove this guy. Sorry about that, guys.
Weirdo.
So on one of my posts, I actually asked to connect with another network marketer. And I'm going to give you an example of this. Since I'm in the health and wellness company, I don't want to ask for something that's competitive, something that's not competitive. And I actually asked on my post for a referral. I actually asked for a referral. It's a brilliant move to make. And I know some of it's going to make you some of you nervous, but it works, okay? On my post, I said that I love to collaborate with other women in this industry. Does somebody out there know where I can find a doTERRA essential oils representative? And leave it at that. And then every one of your friends will begin to comment at the bottom. Will be comment at the bottom about who they can refer to you. This is where you can connect with other network marketers as a customer. In my original post, I said, I love collaborating with other women in this industry. Does somebody know where I can find a doTERRA representative? Because I would love to be a customer. And I got so many responses from other women who knew other women who are in doTERRA for essential oils. And what happened? I connected with one of the women, and now not only am I a customer with her, but she's a customer of mine. It's a beautiful thing because customers, 85% of our business are happy customers. And I promise, if you have another network marketer, they're more apt to look at what you have and you can connect with them that way as a customer base.
The idea of the post, I'm going to tell you what it is not for. It is not to connect with other network marketers and for you to back message them and say, hey, you want to get in my so-and-so business?
No.
No, this is not what that's about. It's about connecting with other people in the industry to exchange services, right? If you're not in a competitive, if they're not in a competitive company, then there are services that can be exchanged. We have several different types of network marketing products in our home, but we're not posting that on Facebook. We don't brand for that. We're not going to build those businesses. We just like the products. We have our own business, we have our own product line, that's what we use, but there's no reason not to connect because they may need your services as well.
Again, I have how I got to choose one was the first person that connected with me, because I made that girl work. She had a private message me, and she, oh, they were fighting over for my customer service. They really were. It was kind of cute, but I found one that I really connected with, and we have a beautiful friendship now, and she's on my team. And I also did this with, for instance, since again I'm in the health and wellness industry, I was looking for a unique presenter. I love women in this industry. I love supporting them because it's true. I love supporting other industry leaders. I want to keep my money within, helping their family. I don't want to buy my makeup out there. If I can help another woman and if she's a mother, I want to bring money back into her family. So that's why I do this. It works full circle. So again, I love helping women in this industry. I love supporting them. Does anybody know of a unique presenter? Because I want those 3D lashes. I want to become a customer. And then they all start fighting. They all start telling me, oh. And then I found a beautiful woman that I connected with, and we are actually amazing friends now. You can build and find amazing friendships by doing this also.
That's all it's
okay?
about. Yeah, it's not about trying to flip them.
It's always about supporting people in this industry. Always. So never ever be on your high horse and egotistical and think that your company is the only one. Please don't do that. Please always support everyone in this industry.
Now guys, we give a lot of information. I want to clarify the two things she just went over, the dip theory and then the the call out post?
Yeah, it's called a call out post.
We're calling it a call out post. Those two things are not done very often at all. Maybe once a month or once every 3 weeks or something like that, alternating them, kind of staggering them. So don't overwhelm people by these particular type of posts. It loses its effectiveness, and of course you're just looking to connect with new people. So with that in mind, they're very effective if you don't throw them out all the time. So
and I want you to keep a really open mind about this, because if that unique presenter knows other women who need to lose weight or need to get healthier or wants to do nutritional cleanse, who do you think she's going to refer? She's going to refer back to me, right? And the same thing if someone's in my industry, in my company, and needs amazing 3D lashes, then I know who I can recommend. It's a beautiful full circle thing. So please support everybody in this industry. Okay?
Yeah, you can bet when I'm looking for lashes, I'm going to go to her.
So you do this call out on your personal page? Yes.
Yes.
I actually write my own personal post and just say that I love supporting women in this industry. I'm actually looking for a unique presenter. Can someone recommend a unique presenter to me? Because I want to become a customer. I want to become a customer. So people don't get confused that I'm trying to build a second business, because you don't want to confuse your own prospects, right? I just want to become a customer, and I'm making a statement that I love this industry and I love supporting women in this industry.
Yep.
Okay, so that is part of the branding. So let's just kind of recap. So the first one, when you're doing the 2-week turnaround, again, is making sure you're adding value, making sure you're reading, making sure you're branding yourself 5 different ways, and kind of add those 2 additional posts this week if you want to kind of switch things up a little bit. And then the 4th one, a part of the 2-week turnaround, is
it's daily goal writing. Guys, it doesn't sound like very eye-opening or exotic techniques or something like that, but this is one of the single greatest powerful techniques you could ever do for your brain and your frequency and your vibration, whatever you want to call it. Daily goal writing. We always make a joke of it, hashtag hand cramp, because you're going to write down the same goals every single day.
Maybe some of you haven't even written down your goals in a while or at all. This is the time now, starting today. Write your goals down with a date. Okay, with a date. If you want to, I have a calendar, and I write my goals down on my calendar so I know when to hit it. I have one for Halloween, I have one for Christmas, I have one for mid-January. So, that's just what we want you to do. Every single day, write down your goals. And then the 5th one for a 2-week turnaround?
The 5th one in the 2-week turnaround is not only writing down your affirmations, but also saying your affirmations on a daily basis. Now,
I thought I had mine, but
the difference is we don't just tell you to repeat affirmations mindlessly and endlessly. We want to make sure that you repeat them with emotion. That's the key. That's going to create the vibration. That's going to create the law of attraction kind of energy that's working in your life, is when you start repeating those affirmations with emotion.
Because we always talk about leave the emotion out of building the business. There's no reason for you to get frustrated about the business or angry about the business or frustrated or angry about someone on your team or sad, blues. There's no crying in this business. So no emotion in building the business part. We want to redirect our emotion when we're writing our daily goals and our affirmations instead. Because all of this stuff that we're telling you about the 2-week turnaround helps you get off the crazy train.
Yep.
Everybody is so up in here in your head that you're stuck here. And when you start adding value to people's lives, when you start reading, when you start writing your daily goals, when you're consciously making the effort to brand yourself, and when you're writing and saying your affirmations, it takes the focus off of yourself and on to other people, okay? Or on to other things that's more conducive to your success. So for instance, one of my favorite affirmations, this is from Tony Robbins, is every day in every way, my life gets better and better. Every day in every way, my life gets better and better, and I'm feeling it here. Every day in every way, my life gets better and better. So when you keep repeating these affirmations all day long, and I've got a stack of index cards that I have in my car, I still have them in my glove compartment, and also I take them in my gym bag. So if Paul is driving, I'm in the passenger seat and I'm reading these affirmations out loud, okay? So please get into the habit over the next 2 weeks, writing your goals down every single day and rewrite them. You get a hand cramp, you're not gonna like it, but it takes the focus off of what's happening out there and back in here in your heart, okay?
Guys, so the whole point is 4 out of the 5 techniques that we talk about is to manage your crazy train. This is the mental chatter, the noise, the craziness that we're all dealing with, that we all deal with on a daily basis. And the more we can manage that voice or that noise, the more we'll be able to control the outcome of the situation. So, you know, keeping that in mind, the branding, of course, then puts our mind into the work, which keeps us almost distracted in a positive way on the branding situation. And then you're moving ahead. You're moving forward. You're creating value for people. You're taking the eyes off yourself, putting them on other people. You're developing yourself with the reading. You're focusing on what you want rather than what you don't want with your affirmations and your goals. So this is all designed to change your mindset and change the way people see you.
And remember, when you're adding value to people's lives each and every day, and when you're posting, you're branding yourself each and every day, remove any expectations. You probably won't even get a like. You probably won't even get a comment. It makes no difference. Right now, I just need you to get into the habit of branding yourself and getting to the habit of adding value to people's lives and expecting nothing in return. Expecting nothing in return, because I will help you navigate and manipulate the Facebook algorithm where more people will begin to see you, and then you'll get the likes and then you'll get the comments. Don't worry, I'll teach you how to do that part, okay?
Now, we talk about the rules of the game. Those are 4 separate mentalities that you should have to approach this business, which we'll go over in a minute, or go over in the future. But what she's talking about is detaching yourself from the outcome and just working without emotion or expectation. So when you're posting the dip theory, when you're posting the call-up post, if nothing happens from it, that's okay. It's okay. You're just doing the work. Something will happen eventually. If you keep planting the seeds long enough, the garden will grow, okay?
Now, what I'm going to be teaching, because remember, I'm still helping you fill in the gaps. Leaders, this is where you're going to be helping your team fill in the gaps and help them not only manipulate the Facebook algorithm, but you are going to help your team explode. I'm going to show you how to do that. Now remember, before I go into this, I have to mention this. Guys, today is revenue day. We are getting paid if you're in my company. Today we get paid. It's Monday, but I need you to really understand this, because Paul and I need you to switch your mind shift from an employee mindset over to an entrepreneur. So today we don't get a paycheck. Today we get revenue. So please set aside a portion of your revenue. Set it aside, because we need you to pay yourself first. Please don't get your hair done. Please don't go buy a pair of shoes or go buy something for your cat or your dog. I need you to pay yourself first, because we are entrepreneurs. And the way you're going to do this is set aside a certain amount or a certain percentage to make sure that you can reinvest back into yourself and into your team. It's really important, and I'll go over this really quickly, but we'll go over this in more detail maybe on another episode, because I got some more other stuff that I got to give you guys. But for Paul and I, we have 2 checking accounts and 4 savings accounts. 2 checking accounts and 4 savings accounts. You do not have to do this, but it keeps Paul and I much more organized because we're not natural entrepreneurs and we had to divvy up our money accordingly to keep ourselves organized. 2 checking accounts, 4 savings accounts. As soon as I get paid on my ISA wallet, it goes directly into checking account 1. And then I take what I need to pay my bills, my car, my apartment, or whatever, over in checking account 2. This is just for bills only. And then I will divvy up in my 4 savings accounts 10% towards personal development, 10% towards business investments, 10% towards a savings or a freedom,
the freedom fund.
A freedom fund, and then I set aside money for taxes. Unfortunately, I'm not in the 10% bracket anymore.
But you guys have to adjust
But
for that, so
you have to
make
adjust
sure
for
that
that.
you have the right percentage.
Okay,
on
but
that
it's
tax.
really important that you set aside money for business investments. I need you to get into the habit of investing back into your team. How amazing would it be for you to help someone get started? I need you to really think about this because we're not just in a health crisis, we're in a financial crisis. And if you could just simply pick up somebody's maybe enrollment fee or shipping and handling, it would be a complete blessing. So set aside money and help people get started. Stay within compliant, but you need to help people get started, and you can do that, and you can duplicate this by teaching your team to do this, and it'll be a ripple effect all the way down by people helping other, lending hands, and helping people get started, okay? Don't let somebody save their pennies and wait to get started. Again, please do not wait for people to save their pennies. Don't do that because there's GNC, there's other companies, other competitors, and they'll jump on board with them. Don't do that. Help them get started, okay? Got that 10% formula? Okay.
Guys, this is just a new way to think about everything that's happening in your business, including the money that's coming into your revenue stream.
I feel like I'm screaming at you. I'm yelling. But we're 10xing. I don't mean to yell. Okay. Can y'all hear that? That's our, what is it called? The
Garbage man.
Oh, the garbage man.
A waste disposal service. My bad.
All right, guys, really quickly, leaders, I need you to fill in the gap here. This is where you're going to step up and really help your team and your downline. Right here, because we've already gone over the 2-week turnaround, we're going to 10x everything. But right here is where I need you to focus on. You want to go over that, Paul?
Oh, so when we're talking about reaching down, we're talking about, and like I said in the beginning, building a customer base on your on a frontline scenario, as far as meaning you're personally enrolling hundreds and hundreds.
Someone says I don't understand TWT. TWT stands for 2-week turnaround. That's what it stands for. We just went over like the last 15 minutes, going over everything over the 2-week turnaround, everything you should be doing over the next 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. So when we're talking about reaching down, we're talking about building a team. Now, if you're looking to create a solid residual income that lasts a lifetime, then building a team is everything. In fact, building a team, you can create more of a residual income on a large depth of a built team rather than the large front line. Now, it just depends on the kind of person that you are. We're not sponsor monsters. That's not how we roll. We've never been like that. We don't have a big warm market. That's just not how it was for us. So we had to work with what we had, keep doing the 2-week turnaround, keep doing the monotonous, boring, the unsexy, not so fun work, and seeing the response that we could get.
We dominated Facebook, is what he's trying to say. We dominated because we only had 2 friends when we started. I think he had me and his brother, and I had my best friend and Paul. We didn't know a lot of people. We didn't know a lot of people, so I just dominated.
We just had
Facebook.
to work with what we had. So, you know, a lot of people have thousands of friends on Facebook. We had several hundred when we started. So we really didn't have even that much of a social media network to work with. But what we did know is how to take and work with what we had, the people that saw the vision, the people that were on board, ready to roll. We know how to work with them and start building a team under them. Start reaching down under them. Start connecting with people on their team.
Okay, so I want you to really understand this part because this is where everybody drops the ball. And I mean everybody, including us, including millionaires in this company. Everybody's dropping the ball because I'm sure you can probably relate or at least can see the same issue. So we got to fix it. We got to fill in the gaps. Because I can enroll someone, and my personal enroll they rock it because they're close to me and Paul, but then it starts to dilute by the second, third, fourth person. Your 4 PET and even below that, it starts to get diluted. And these people down here are what's called orphans. Maybe you're an orphan and you don't have anybody to connect with. You don't even know who your upline is. Because I guarantee you that if I enrolled someone and this person enrolled someone, I already know it's getting diluted. And somewhere right down here, these people don't even know that Paul and I exist, much less their 13-star platinum Jill Bowman. I guarantee you they don't know who we are. And they may need desperate help on how to brand themselves. Maybe they don't even know anything about Periscope so they can jump on with Paul and I. Maybe that person who enrolled them is not telling them anything, and it's not really their fault. I don't know whose fault it is. We don't want to blame anybody, but leaders, I want you to start reaching down, down, down. And this week, because we are in week 4 again, the goal here says that we need to lend a hand and start supporting people. So this week, leaders, executives especially, start reaching down 3, 4, 5 deeper, whoever's really active here, or maybe they don't even have to be active down there as far as really trying to build a business. Because you can find gems in people who aren't really moving at all. They're staying active in the business, but they're not really building anything. Maybe they just don't know how. But it's our responsibility this week particularly to start 10xing video chats, 3-way chats this week.
Guys, this is huge, because what happens is with the video chats and the 3-way chats, the people on the team that they didn't even know about start to come alive. These people that have been in your business for who knows how long.
They're on Facebook.
They're 3, 4, 5 people deep and beyond. And then all of a sudden, somebody comes in their life and says, hey, we're running this thing hard. We love this business. We're part of the same team.
I want to address this real quick. The person that gets mad is a blazing, egotistical red. There's no other way to say this.
Colorcode.com if you don't know what that is.
Colorcode.com. Because there is a beautiful way that you can do this, and I'm going to tell you how to do this. It's really important that you get this, because you don't want to bypass anybody. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you know me, because I'll forget what I forget. For instance, if I enrolled Gloria, and Gloria enrolls Shelly, and Shelly enrolls Amanda forever, or whomever, I can easily put a 3-way chat with Shelly and Amanda. And just go, hi Amanda, my name is Lynette. We love Shelly so much. Shelly is rocking the business, so I know that you're in good hands. But I just wanted to let you know that Paul and I are here for you too. I also wanted to introduce Jill Bowman, who's your 13-star platinum. We're all here for you, but Shelly is amazing. Shelly is amazing. You want to edify Shelly and then stand back, okay? All you're doing is introducing yourselves, but as the leader, we need to put them in a 3-way chat, quickly introduce ourselves, edify the person that enrolled them, and then just back off. All you're doing is introducing yourselves, okay?
Hey guys, it's not about stealing anybody, and everybody's on the same team anyway. This is about offering an extra hand. Like you got a good team, they've got a good upline, that's cool. But there are other people in the chain, so to speak, that can offer help.
The Reds are controlling, and I don't know why. I don't know why they do that.
Yep.
It's just something in their nature. They want to control everything, and they don't understand the magnitude of solo is a no-go. This business is truly built on linking arms all the way up and all the way down. And if you cut that link, you're only cutting yourself off from amazing energy, amazing support. You can't do this by yourself, so I don't know why some of you really want to just hold on to your little team right here and nobody can touch them and talk to them.
Guys, we've been talking about this for a long time now, solo is a no-go. And in fact, we've seen it long enough, we've been teaching it long enough for the last 83 episodes, that we could see the people who took it to heart to link arms, and it's actually moved their business in a positive direction. And the people that decided to still roll solo, guess where they're at? They're at the same place they were at the beginning. Nothing's changed, guys. This is not rocket science. This is a community-based business where we build together. Without people above you and below you and on the side of you, there's no business. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to move, because you know what? I'll just put it on myself. I'm not that charismatic. I'm not that dynamic. I'm not that clever. I'm not that socially brilliant that I could relate to every single person on our team without offering them an opportunity to connect with somebody else who in our case would be Jill. Like if they don't resonate with you or the person that exposed them to the Isogenics world or the business that you're in, then how would they ever know if this could be something for them? Maybe somebody up above you in their upline could be the person that they resonate with and it clicks for them and then business explodes. And who does it benefit? You. It benefits you.
Here's another tip you could do, for instance. So if you want to go ahead and put yourself in a three-way chat with a few people down here, just introduce yourself, edify. Please don't forget to edify that other person that enrolled them, right? Because you don't want to offend them. Back off. But then what you could also do is now start looking for that person's comments and posts so you can like them. So let me, because it's kind of hard to explain. So let's say I enrolled Gloria, Gloria enrolls Shelly, and Shelly enrolls Amanda. Amanda's kind of down here because she's not sure what to do, and Shelly's still kind of brand new. Everybody's still trying to figure things out. That's okay. I'm just going to kind of reach down and love on Shelly, edify Shelly, but just let Amanda know that Shelly is amazing. She's going to walk you through everything, but I'm here for you too. So is Jill Bowman. And then I'm going to kind of back off. And now I'm going to intentionally start looking for Amanda's comments in Facebook. I'm going to start intentionally looking for her posts. So then I can now pour love. I'm spitting everywhere. Getting excited. But what I want to do is pour love into Amanda anywhere that I can find her. If she posts in my product page, or maybe she's posting on her personal page, I can take a quick second and make sure that I send her a friend request, and I can start loving on her post or liking her comments just to let her know that I'm following her, I'm watching her, and I'm here. I'm here for you. Even if it's virtual, I'm here for her, okay?
Guys, when we're talking about edifying somebody, you know, that simply means building that person up, either intellectually or personally. That's like the technical definition. In our case, when she's talking about the example with Shelly, we're building up Shelly in the eyes of the prospect or the new associate on the team in that particular chat scenario. So I don't write anything down. I'm just such a multitasker, and I've been doing this for almost 18 months now that I just get into the habit. I just do it. I don't write anything down. You can if you want to stay organized, but I don't have time to write things down and who I've contacted. So well, you know, in Facebook, it's all in your chat list, so you can just it keeps it track for you.
But the whole point of this is really, really begin to love on your family and your team now, right? Because there's too many orphans being lost way down here. Because I guarantee you, if there is another executive in between you and somebody else, that executive will probably most likely take over down here. That's okay. That's okay. But maybe it's only a 1-star or 2-star executive. They're still kind of like getting their feet wet. They really don't know what's kind of going on. They're getting maybe overwhelmed. Reach down and help. Help just introduce yourself really quickly, or at the very least, start paying more attention to the people down in your downline, in your success line, and start liking and commenting and paying more attention to what they're doing on Facebook and love on them. The very least to do that. And one of the most effective ways of reaching down and communicating with everybody is not just through a 3-way chat, but add a video chat in there. Because how amazing would Amanda feel if she saw me and Paul going, hey, what's up, Amanda? We're here for you. We love Shelly. You're in great hands, but we're here for you too. And then send the video chat, because you've got 15 seconds to do a video chat.
This is on Facebook Messenger.
So I call it a private message, but it's Messenger. It's Messenger or a back message. There's so many ways you can call this. But it is just a video chat that's through Facebook. You could do a private video chat, and you've got 15 seconds to upload a video chat.
So guys, we're going to wrap this up here pretty quick. But guys, this week's theme is lend a hand to somebody who needs support this week. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about actively forcing the interaction of building new relationships in your business to create new trust, rapport, and hope and optimism with the people that you're including in that chat. Okay, in this example, it was Shelly. Now, we're giving her associate, her personally enrolled person, a new concept, a new idea, a new eye of looking at Shelly as not only a leader, but somebody she can count on to run this together with her in this particular journey. Be it a health reason or a wealth reason, it doesn't matter. It's not about you bringing up whatever your agenda is. It's about supporting this particular person and then their new associate in whatever goals that they have.
So please, leaders, please fill in the gap as much as you can this week. It's going to get a little overwhelming, especially if you've got a large organization. That's okay. Just do the best that you can this week. And something else that I want to challenge each and every one of you, if you have your own product page, throw out a contest this week with whatever you can afford. Maybe it's just a box of e-shots. I gave away a crock pot the other day. Give away a 10x book maybe in your business page, but I want you to hold a contest. Yes, you. And I don't care if you're an associate. I don't care if you're a manager. I don't care if you're a director or above. I really, whatever you can afford, I want you to get into the habit of adding value and be the biggest giver. Give whatever you can this week. So
exceeding expectations.
So throw out a contest, and if somebody else is throwing out a contest, fine. You throw out another one too. It doesn't matter. But get into the habit now.
Energy.
Get into the habit of start to give. Everybody loves a box of e-shots. You can afford a box of e-shots, or maybe you want to give away a canister of Amped, or whatever it is, or maybe you just want to go to Target and get a $13 Bubba Cup. Give away something. I want you to really get out of your comfort zone. Have a contest.
Guys, this is not on your personal page. This is not on your personal page. There's no context for the people on your personal page to understand what's happening. This is a contest for people who are in the product page, who are in the business pages, and that would be, the contest would be according to that particular.
There you go. We're giving away a bag of coffee, organic coffee, and the magic book. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. It doesn't have to be anything expensive, or, if you want to go a little bit.
Guys, people love free stuff. It doesn't matter how big or small.
And the great thing about this is check this out, even if you're just a manager, not just, but if you're a manager and you want to really shake stuff up, if you can invest and give away a box of e-shots or maybe a canister of Amped, post that in your product page and say, hey, I'm giving away a canister of Amped. Show me your best physical activity or move this week or exercise routine, and comment below. And then you'll have everybody comment below. Like the contest that I threw out a couple weeks ago was somebody is going to win a crock pot if you can show everybody in the comment section your favorite 400 to 600 calorie meal. And blam, everybody was showing me all of their recipes in the comment section. And then I had a random winner win a crock pot. So just do something, but I want you to be in the giving mood this week and just give it away. And then whoever the winner is, then mail it to them.
Yes,
okay?
The product page would be for your team and prospects. That's for everybody. Customers, business builders, and prospects. So we'll get into that here this week. But we got a lot of information to cover. We're going to wrap this up. We've been going a little bit long today. Guys, just a couple things to think about this week. Other quotes that I love. I don't want to bore you with quotes, but it gets you into the mindset of something that you can create a little bit better for yourself this week. Be humble, be hungry, and always be the hardest worker in the room. Guys, what if you could expect more from yourself this week than you ever expected?
That was from The Rock.
Yeah, that's from...
We all love him.
Yeah,
so.
We love The Rock because he's
dreamy.
Yeah, he's so dreamy. But guys, the point is, be the hardest worker in the room. Be the hardest worker in the business this week. Let's really close out the first third of the 90-day game plan with a bang. Let's break some cycle records. Let's break some personal records in your business, and let's take the whole business to the next level, not only for yourself, but the people on your team. Work these deeper connections with people on your team and build them up. The more you build them up, the more you can help them get paid. That's going to equal money in your pocket.
Get your people paid, guys.
They win, okay? You win. They win, you win.
Also, I know everybody's jumping off, but if you're still on with me, I really want you to focus on your personally enrolled so you can help them help people on your team. Everybody, find 2 people this week. Find 2 people and add them to the product page. Yep. Find 2 people. So talk to your team and go, everybody, find 2 people, just 2 people this week. Add them to the product page. Let's see what we can do to make things happen this week. Okay?
2 new prospects this week. Let's add them to the product page. Let's create something amazing. Okay?
So guys, we love you so much, and we hope that we always bring so much value to you so you can move and shift your business and get things going. Don't fall into that slump. We're in week 4. We got to pull you back up.
Yep.
Don't do it. Don't fall in that trap. Get off the crazy train. Have no expectations. do that dip theory, do a call out and find another network marketer so you can connect and get some relationships and customer service from them, right? Reach down and do more video chats and three-way chats. And don't forget the 10% formula. God, we got so much stuff to give you. You got some work to do, so hopefully you took a lot of notes.
Guys, we're in the trenches with you. We're going to be cruising and hustling this week just the same.
Cool.
And let's explode this business.
Okay, we want nothing more, guys. Nothing more than for you to live this extraordinary life. It's so good on this side.
Yes.
We want you over here with
Yes,
us.
always free from physical and financial pain.
So join us on this mission.
Because it's a stone cold fact.
You got a better way.
Now let's go tell the world.
Love
See
you
you
guys.
guys.
See you